Sometimes you hit record before you start shooting a video, and other times you start shooting a video that you're not even shooting. Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Today is 1 ounce Wednesday, or possibly 1 ounce Thursday, or it could even be 1 ounce Friday, or simply 1 ounce Saturday, or satisfactory 1 ounce Sunday. We could push this back so it's 1 ounce Monday, or maybe even an ounce on Tuesday. No matter what day of the week this falls on, we're calling it 1 ounce Wednesday. And I've got a blind sample here that I'm going to nose, taste, score, and at the end of the video I'll reveal the pour. Unfortunately, my original intro got completely overshadowed by the fact that the record button wasn't pressed. I did pick a blind sample randomly, I did pour it into a glass, and it's right here. It's right here. Once I was about to nose it and begin reporting was the moment I realized Matt Porter wasn't recording, and that pissed me off. That pissed me off bad. I threw a little hissy fit in this garage, very quietly, a very quiet hissy fit, considering my wife is directly above me trying to sleep. She's got to work in the morning, and I can't let a little recording snafu wake her up. Brown sugar and brown sugar. That is one brown sugar biatch. It's like a brown sugar and oak. The color on it, pretty impressive. Take a gander at that. The color I would consider to be the color of whiskey that has spent either extra time in oak or some extra time in oak that contained another liquid like wine or something. However, it doesn't smell finished. This smells familiar and it smells good. Kind of smells like my mother's homemade molasses cookies. Molasses cookies and brown sugar. If we're talking bright profiles and dark profiles, this falls in the darker profile side. It's a little bit funky, a little bit musty, kind of oaky and sandy. Kind of smells like wet sand. Kind of smells like your car after you spent the day at the beach and then you got in your car covered in sand and then like wet towels, and then like you went in there the next day and the passengers of your car had been drinking whiskey, and then you get in and you're like, that smells like kind of like musty, watery, interior sandy whiskey. And delicious leather flip-flops. The nose on the blind pour, enjoyable. Wow. That's a big, whoa. Wow. Camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two. Was that a great big sip, or was that just an extremely powerful pour? Sam Sulik's back double bicep, that's big. Wow. I was not expecting that. That is a great big whiskey. That is huge. From the front of the palate to the back, it was like this big rush of like big boss man bourbon. Wow. That is good. That is good. It's that. Calumet 18. This reminds me a lot of Calumet 18. Do I have Calumet 18 in my 1 ounce Wednesday box? Great question. No idea. It's very candy bar-like. It's very caramelly, very brown sugar, very chocolatey, very like powdered sugar, tons of oak. Overall, magnificent, wonderful, extra aged, extra high proof bourbon that tickles me in the ways that I've always wanted to be tickled, but very few things agree to tickle me there. Oh boy, why do I get the hiccups every time I taste whiskey now? That's annoying. The second sip was still fantastic. It didn't catch me off guard like the first sip did, so I wasn't as blown away by it, but still pretty blown away by it. It is old, oaky, barrel-proof, probably Kentucky bourbon. If you know anything about me, you'll know that my BMI, my age, and the diameter of my waist are all relatively the same number. If you know anything else about me, you'll know that I absolutely adore barrel-proof, super old Kentucky bourbon, and that's what I believe this to be. Today on 1 Ounce Wednesday, this blind pour receives a blind score from me of... it's really hard to do this, but 9.09. I do not put things in the nines lightly, ever. For it to get anything in the nines, that means it's insane whiskey times. And I feel like what I just tasted was ridiculous. Today on 1 Ounce Wednesday, we were tasting a pour that received a score declaring that it's some of the best whiskey I've ever had. And what is it that we were tasting that made me so happy and so freaking glad? Let's find out. It's here in this cup. Today, we were tasting okay, this is Watch Hill Exceptional Series 18 year. It's Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, and this was a sample that was sent to me from Watch Hill that I transferred into a 1 Ounce Wednesday style sample bottle so that I could put it in the box. And I forgot that I did that until right this second. That is exceptional. It is batch number 3 and 128 proof. MSRP $499, and only 102 bottles were produced. What the hell? 80 made available to the public? Why am okay? I do not want to complain about receiving samples, but 80 bottles were made available to the public. 80 bottles. I don't want to complain about receiving free samples, especially when they're phenomenal like this. But I do have to ask the question, why are you sending me a sample? Which is also not a complaint. Don't get me wrong. Super love to taste awesome bourbon. But if 80 bottles are available, Cam from Drums and Drams probably picked up 65 of them. Unfortunately, this blind 1 Ounce Wednesday review is pretty pointless. Pretty pointless. I just tasted and reviewed basically a 1/3 full barrel of whiskey. If I'm an optimist. If I wanted to be a jerk face and a huge jerk face, I could say that I just reviewed a 2/3 empty barrel of whiskey. A really freaking good one. If you are a person who spends $500 on bourbon and you come across a bottle of Watch Hill Batch 3 18 year and you're willing to spend that $500 on bourbon, then do it. But chances of you coming across one for $500 are slim to none. I am super happy that I got to taste this. I am super happy that they sent this to me. I do apologize for reviewing it because I didn't realize how many bottles there were few of it. I didn't realize that there were only 80 bottles made available to the public. That's my fault. I'm sorry. That's dumb. That's dumb on my part to put it in the box to review later when realistically nobody will see it. So I apologize. I'm sorry. Roast me in the comment section for doing it. My bad. Also, after you're done roasting me in the comment section, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you do that. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on jelly beans, because it's friggin' Easter season, bitches, and Portsky loves jelly beans so hard. Jelly Belly jelly beans, obviously the best jelly beans. The belly flops, the Jelly Belly belly flops, which are just like misshaped and like fudged up jelly beans that they couldn't put into a regular Jelly Belly bag. They sell them at the Dollar Tree for $1. Them's be the second best. Then we got Starburst jelly beans. Starburst jelly beans, friggin' great. Skittles jelly beans, pretty awesome. Brock's or Bratches or whatever jelly beans, they have their place in the jelly bean kingdom. I recently tasted Sweet Tarts jelly beans. Freaking like those quite a bit too. But I need to know some info from you. What's your favorite jelly bean? What jelly bean do I need to be looking for? What jelly bean do I need to hunt this Easter season? Is there a jelly bean out there that rocks your socks that I may have never tried? Put it in the comments below so I can get my socks rocked by a jelly bean you recommend. Love you guys. See you in the next video. I'm out of here. Goodbye.